なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright, homies and homettes, here we are. Kit breakdown for the Ultra Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku Saiyan Son family. Very nervous for this. We know that there's a tiny part of this that is restricted, which is great, but we also don't know what else they give this guy. It's the final ultra big hitter for the year, so of course he's going to be very powerful, but how powerful? Any sort of power at this point is definitely nightmare fuel. Let's see how long our nightmares last for. A character with 2 super powerful special maneuvers. Ultra Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku joins the fight. His strengths. Number 1. First special maneuver. An all-new anti-cover change attack. If an enemy cover changes against your strike or blast darts, deal major damage to the original enemy and 100% of that damage to the incoming enemy as well. That's spooky, because that means that the incoming enemy, whether or not they had type advantage, will be taking the same amount of damage as the character that is trying to swap out. So if Goku is beating up a blue character and you are trying to swap into a purple character, both your blue character and purple character will be taking the same amount of damage. That's a terrifying stat. Number 2. Second special maneuver, the Rising Rush Disrupt. If Goku is on standby, when you lose the wager during an enemy's Rising Rush, you'll interrupt it. When it seems like your opponent is aiming for a Rising Rush, make sure Goku is on standby. I wonder how this works with Rising Rush guaranteed abilities as well as, I believe, Baba. I wonder how that works. Number 3, Powerful Offensive Unique Gauge. The Unique Gauge starts as a release type and grants plus 50% to damage and 40% to critical rate. And number 4, Start high-powered combos from strike/blast arts. Draw special move arts the third time you use a strike or blast arts and even get plus 30% to special move damage. Land a combo, then finish with a special move arts. With everyone's strength united, attain full power and overwhelm your foes using unimaginable force. Alright. Here we go. Z ability. 14 stars. Let's see. If you are GT or Sun family, 42% blast attack and blast defense. If you are GT, you get 5% special move damage. I'm kind of shocked. There's no rink-a-dink 14-star, Sun family max HP thing. That would be super scummy. I don't think there is a Sun family max HP ability. So if they slap that on here, that would piss off everybody. Ultra ability is the same. It's going to be GT battle/support members, but that is no issue because Yellow Super Saiyan 4 Goku exists. The green Full Power Super Saiyan 4 exists. There's so many different characters that could align with both the Saiyan Ultra ability and GT Ultra ability. Strike arts. He has blast armor, so charge forward without feel the enemy's blast. You'll even recover health on activation. On activation! Not even on use. On landing. It's on activation. Yes, that's what we needed. We needed characters to survive better than they already do. Heal 4% of your health when you activate a strike card with blast armor. Blast card. On activation, you'll get 15% additional damage. Blue card. Greatly restore the Vanish gauge on hit, helping you maneuver more easily. Wow, they gave him Vanish restoration on hit? A blue card you are constantly guaranteed to earn? Damn, they don't play their game. Greatly restore the Vanish gauge on hit, helping you maneuver more easily. Massive impact damage. On activation, 50% blue card damage. On hit, Vanish gauge plus 70% and ally subcount -2. Has blast armor too. His green card. This special arts is wide range, making it easier to steal a turn for offense. Since you gain hand protection and special cover change nullification on hit, continuing into a combo is easy. When they flex how easy it is to get and use an AoE green, I want to strangle them, because what are you talking about? Do you guys not understand the landscape that you've already set? What is this? This is like we got napalm and you just decide to throw gunpowder and dynamites. What's going on here? You shouldn't be tacking on more of the crap. It's already a nightmare. There's already 2 characters that use this. And it's not like they're not aware. They straight up tell us who synergizes well with the character they're introducing. So they're really gunning for a team that has the KO guard, 3 AoE greens, green card generation. They're setting that up. It's deliberate. It's not like oh, we didn't playtest every edge case and that team just so happens to spawn out. No, that's their objective. They put the two together and they think, how can we make this even stronger? And this is what they came to. This might be one of the most frustrating metas, no joke. And this is coming from a guy that's played all of them. I despised all of them. The MUI, droids, and Whis infinite combo moment, the festival, never-ending infinite combo stuff, Prime hybrid Saiyans, movies that taught everyone to drop combo, like every single meta that has existed, counter gauges, UMVs crap. This is shaping up to be worse than all of them combined. And I already know people are gonna say that's cap, you're over-exaggerating. When you play this game enough, it's sometimes easier to just see how scenarios play out, how team compositions play out, how just things flow without needing to play it. Scenarios, not how characters interact against one another. You can already see how frustrating this is going to be. I'm telling you, an AoE green team on everybody, one dude locks in, one guy does so much damage that he does more damage when you swap out, and then another guy that does damage when you're trying to swap out. AoE greens on that? Bruh. On activation, health plus 10%, 50 key. When it's hit, he will draw one card if his hand is 3 or fewer, get 20% to the unique gauge, 5 timer counts of cover null, and protect hand. Again, Gogeta has so much value because he has the key disrupt. That will be everybody's saving grace from now on. It's literally a key disrupt because barely anybody has key protection. It all comes down to that. And of course, it's comboable to everything. His ultimate. Get a boost to critical damage on activation. Plus, on hit, you reduce the enemy's key by 100. Supreme impact damage. On activation, ultimate damage plus 30%. Critical damage plus 30%. And nullify endurance. This is strong to have because Goku, with the release gauge, which we already know, has 40% crit rate, I believe. So that's spooky. On hit, enemy key minus 100. His main ability, charge the unique gauge by 100%. That can switch it back to release type for a huge firepower boost, making it the perfect time to land in ultimate arts. So just like how Cell can fill up the gauge to go from a time type gauge to a release gauge, this Goku does the same thing. Destroy one card, then draw the ultimate arts next. Nice little convenience. 30% of his health, 50% of it, 50 key, 100% unique gauge. Cancel attribute downgrades in normal conditions, so no pesky paralysis, since I know for a fact everybody is going to want to use Ultra Corrupt Zamasu a little bit more now. And remove card slot seal. Starter ability. With at least one GT ally, you'll gain an additional boost to damage guard and damage inflicted, as well as endurance. That's not a sigh of happiness, by the way. That's a sigh of, oh my god, they were actually thinking of giving this guy endurance. What are we doing? 310% damage, 240% damage guard, 100% key recovery. You know why they did that? Because this dude guaranteed draws a blue card every time, so they wanted to make sure you had at least 50 key. Level 1 card draw speed. If there's at least one ally that is GT, 20% more damage, 20% more damage guard, and endurance. Does this guy have the highest damage guard already? Wasn't Gohan 255 at his peak? So now we're at 260? It's not even kit-wise, they're the best in the game. It's stat-wise as well. But okay, I'm just shocked that they even thought about giving this dude endurance. Even if you look at the GT team, they got pretty competent buff removal characters. So, I mean, at least they understand at some point they need to start doing this. We went from additional damage and tanking to now specific parts of the kit. And you guys shouldn't act surprised that this exists. They've done this before. The best example is the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Indestructible only if you're on a full Daima setup. They need to do that more. I understand that makes it more difficult for people to formulate teams, and some of these characters, quote unquote, lose value. But the alternative is worse. The alternative is we will never have a meta or any opportunity to celebrate a major celebration without the fear of things just being terrible when you play the game. It has to happen. I'm sorry. It's just the right way going forward. They've done it before. We have been relieved that it exists that way. I think we have to do this. Imagine Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku indestructible on any team. It would be nightmare fuel. Unique ability. Goku has plenty of strong abilities in addition to the Rising Rush Disrupt, and the powerful new maneuver, Anti-Cover Change Attack. On the offense, when you use 3 strike or blast arts, you draw a special move arts and get a 30% boost to special move damage. Defensive. When you're hit 3 times by enemy strike or blast, you'll seal their strike blasts. For what? For what? For... I don't even know what to say. On battlefield entry, draw 1 card if your hand has 3 or fewer. You'll heal 15% of your health. By the way, this is what Super Baby 2 had. That's a defensive character. Why is this guy getting this? You get 40 key, nullify cover change, and go type neutral for damage received, based on the number of strike or blast arts used. First and onward, he stacks damage guard penetration. On the 3rd card, draw a blue. 50 key. He gets 50 key anyways. He gets 50 key anyways, and you get 30% blue card damage. What are we doing? Oh my god. They literally set up a meta where if you do not have this guy, you're kind of screwed. Look at this. You're hit 3 times by the enemy strike or blast arts. You'll seal their strike, blast, and special arts. They omitted the blue card. And conveniently, this guy gets his blue card on when? When the disrupt procs. Meaning Goku's own worst enemy is himself. When on the battlefield, based on the times hit by the enemy strike or blast arts, count resets on switch. All enemy strike... He increases their arts cost. On the 3rd hit, he will seal the cards. When on the field, an enemy activates a special move, Ultimate Awakened Arts or Rising Rush. He'll heal 15% of his health. If you have a GT ally, lower sub count by 5, cancel buffs. When on standby, an enemy Rising Rush wager is lost. Activate Rising Rush Disrupt and enter the field. And enter the field! When enemy cover change against strike or blast, activate anti-cover change. Deal major damage to the outgoing enemy. Also deal 100% to the damage to the incoming enemy. Okay, so it only happens 1 time. It looks like it's a one-time thing. Chainable with strike, blast, blue, and ultimate. Alright, special cover change. Cover change against strike guards, chainable with the blue. Unique gauge. Star says release type. While release type, you'll get 50% to damage, 40% to critical rate, and abnormal conditions will be nullified. When it reaches 0, the unique gauge will switch to sustained damage type. Getting hit by enemies' arts will charge it greatly. Charge it all the way back up to switch it to release type again. Alright, start as release type with 100% charge. While your release type, get 50% more damage, 20% additional damage. Wow, so you're telling me this guy with a GT ally is at 280% damage guard with the release type? Holy crap. Crit rate plus 40%, nullify abnormal conditions. Holy crap. So the unique gauge when it reaches 0 switches to sustained damage type. Alright, when the unique gauge becomes full, switch to release type. He draws a green? He draws a green? Heal 20%, cancel attribute downgrades. He draws a green? Why? 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 Wow. Okay. In all my videos, I like to play really aggressive, right? And one of the things that I have started to be more cautious of is this goofy abundance of AoE greens. You may have seen me make comments about it when I fight the Sun family team or the team with the Gogeta. I'll just go, I'm worried he has an AoE green. So I don't feel comfortable initiating, but of course I fall into bad habits and I still continue anyways. There's going to be so many AoE greens now that I will have to really pull back on the way that I've been playing PvP out of fear that almost every exchange will translate to my opponent just having an AoE green. We got 2 characters that generate these greens for free. This guy switches the unique gauge green. Gohan pops a main, he gets all kinds of cards. He gets it when he fills the unique gauge post-revival. This is ridiculous. I actually don't even have words for what I'm reading while also factoring what already exists in the meta. This is just... I can't even call it tone deaf. It's just baffling how terrifying the meta is going to look like. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Alright, looking forward to Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Sun Family Goku Son Goku. Because, Sun Family meta indeed. But until next time, peace.